Update on the possible winter weather later today and tomorrow.
Bus stop weather, bus stop time. We had some ice develop overnight because the sleet in the areas that had it had a chance to melt with a little limited sunshine. So there's been a little black ice around, but overnight we had a lot of evaporation. So you might notice getting out the door this morning, there is a lot of improvements, but there's still a few little areas you got to watch out for. And it's very, very slick this morning. So just getting out your door, watch it. Make sure those kids be careful as well, because slip and a fall is not out of the question if you do have some patchy, icy areas around. So right now, looking out the door, it's going to be dry, but very cold starting off this morning, 21 degrees. As we look at your afternoon, again, mostly cloudy skies, and it'll be dry, but temperatures should have a chance to climb back up above freezing today. We'll climb it to near 34 this afternoon, so that's great. It'd be great if we could hold there and make this just a rain event, because rain is still very welcome because of the drought. But we're expecting those temperatures to fall back off going into the evening, and in the process of that, that should change that back over to from what will be wet to some ice. So we'll watch that. Right now, road conditions, much improvement here in the central parts. Most of the problems continue over in the eastern sides of the state, where there are still some slick and hazardous secondary roadways, neighborhood streets, due to some of the ice and sleet we've had over the last couple of days. Well, what to expect here coming up for today? It's going to be a cold, dry morning. There may be a few slick spots, as I mentioned, but things are improving, and we'll keep getting improvement on that with temperatures climbing up to near 34 this afternoon. Chance of a little mix, a little rain, sleet mix possible going into the afternoon, and as temperatures start to fall back off going into the evening overnight periods, chance of some light ice is going to be possible as temperatures bottom out around 29. Overnight tonight, we'll be seeing the best chances develop overnight with some light ice and some slick roadways will be possible waking up tomorrow morning. So we'll be monitoring that. Temperatures should be hovering right around 30 going into the overnight periods tonight. Again, this is the final ice round. We've had 3 rounds come through. The last round comes through with a travel advisory over most of the state. This will really be for much of central Oklahoma later this evening and tonight. That'll take us into Thursday morning, and the southeast parts of the state are under the gun for the worst conditions. We're talking an ice storm warning now from Ardmore, Durant, McAllister over to near Sallisaw, so much of the southeast getting inundated with some thicker ice, and that'll cause power problems and also travel problems. Slick and hazardous roads will be developing down that way. So we'll be monitoring the southeast parts of the country and southeast parts of Oklahoma as well as big winter storm continues. This has been a major winter storm, ice storm now across much of Texas. They've just been inundated with sleet and ice the last 3 days. And you look off to the east as well, Little Rock, over toward Memphis, Nashville. These purple areas just really just layered with lots of thick ice, causing power outages, knocking down trees and limbs. And we know the drill on that. Power outages are always an issue with that as you get those kind of conditions. So we're going to continue to monitor the south and east of us. We're watching our weather. Again, some light ice is starting to develop to the south and off to the east. This is going to be a slow moving system, eventually making its way back up to the north, and it's not going to make it all the way through the state. It's going to kind of park near the I-40 corridor and areas to the south before eventually riding off to the east as we go into tomorrow. So we have a good 12, 18-hour stretch of getting chances of precip here in the central part of the state. That'll start late today. That'll go all the way through tomorrow afternoon. 21 right now. North winds at 5. It does put the wind chill down to 15 right now. Cold start this morning. Again, we'll nose back up to near 34. We'll bottom back out around 29 before holding around 30 in the morning hours. We'll start to nose back up near or even above freezing by tomorrow afternoon. So the precip chance is going up at periods. Likelier chances overnight tonight, and another secondary chance comes in later tomorrow morning to about lunchtime, and that scoots on out tomorrow afternoon. Teens and 20s, cold start this morning. Wind chill kind of ranges from a lot of folks not having any wind, so there's no wind chill, but in most spots, if you have a wind chill, are down in the teens right now. 30s on the way here coming up today as this next round of precip moves in. Temperatures again will be cold enough for some freezing precip. It'll be a light event here for the central part of the state as that rolls on up into the state this evening and overnight tonight. That pushes up through central, southern, and east parts of Oklahoma. And as we go into tomorrow, that starts to scoot on to the east as that rain, sleet, and some snow will come to an end. Still watching the heaviest amounts of ice in the south. Enough temperatures are near 32. It'll be a wet glaze that'll be developing there, but if we're down around 29 or 30, we'll be monitoring bigger problems down that way. And that includes the possibility for some power outages. We'll monitor that as we look at some sleet possible and a little snow possible in south and southwest Oklahoma. Temperatures should rebound in the 30s and 40s coming up for tomorrow. So after today and tomorrow, we dry it out, we'll clear it out and warm it on up. Look for those 60s to make a return. 60 on Sunday and 65 head our way on Monday. That'll feel great. Lacey's got your outdoor forecast. It's coming up.